my hair in a wind advisory. Doesn't that look nice? All that work I put into it this morning when I took a shower. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a Saturday morning wherein it is raining hard outside. I took a shower this morning, and my hair, which had looked, kind of nice after my shower, well, I went to breakfast, and it was raining hard, and my hair got soaked, so it's filled with dirty rainwater. Oh well. So I've been just waiting for like the rain to die down and all that, so I can head on into like the library. There's no really place to go today. I mean, library, maybe Walmart, Fred Meyer's, just for something to do. But for right now, I mean, it's a-raining, and I'm going to show that through the window, but I got to push my walker, and the fun part of this is the elevator's broken. So if I want to go downstairs with my walker, I got to take my walker down the stairs, and that is not easy. So it's a great day. I'm going to be heading out later when it's not as raining. I don't know what I can take pictures of. Hopefully it'll be not raining by that time. Taking video and such, but there's just it's a day. So yeah. I hope you're all gonna have a great day. I'll show the weather now, and really I ain't got nothing left to say unless I can show the stuff. I mean, I'm in a holding pattern until I can get into my new place. I mean, sure, I got all sorts of setting information that I can talk about with the cryptids and all that. And yes, it is very morbid. I mean, especially because it is a quote-unquote living environment that I've made. In time that passes in the setting, things happen. And one of the things that happen is that it gets very, very morbid after all. In my setting, cryptids really like to devour human flesh. And they're given the opportunity to do so in a way that doesn't really quote-unquote hurt anybody. So, still, I'll talk about all that stuff later. For right now, roar, roar, grar. That was nowhere near as dramatic as I thought it would be. Still, that's the relative size. I mean, you could probably have told with like my hand there, but it's still a cool thing. Grar, grar, roar. When high clouds and low clouds do not march together, prepare for a blow and a change in the weather. There is blue sky amidst dark clouds. The dark clouds are going away. The sun is coming out. I am walking to town. I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to go to Fred Meyer's, Walmart, largely just because I'm bored, partly because I want to buy something to drink, such like that. There's water, like back at the facility, but just plain water tends to make me feel sick, so no. And of course, now in another part of my video, I have mentioned that the elevator is broken. Now, considering that my walker is over there, and I have stability issues because of my meds, and I'm walking down here with no support at all, how do you think I got downstairs from the second floor with my walker? If you're guessing that I simply took the stuff out of it, walked that stuff down the stairs, and then grabbed my walker and hefted it down the stairs, then you'd be guessing correctly. That is exactly what I did. Because I am foolish. But as long as my stability is good, I'm good, considering, the compression of my spinal nerves to my arms, turning my hands into crab claws, and all of my various pain and stability issues. Still though, I made it down the stairs. Everything is unbroken. My equipment and me. My stability is not great. I have fallen down. Well, not fallen down, but even while doing videos, I have lost my balance because down has suddenly gone left and right. So, hey. Oh, my head flipped upside down. Now it's going to do it again. I don't know how well that's working recording-wise, but I'm going to keep walking into town, so hey, I'm going to record this because it's content. Or, as this one YouTuber, Charlatan Wonder, says, you do not produce content. You make art. Doesn't matter what it is. Do not call it content. You are not just grist for the machine. You make art, not content. So yes, I will see you further along. Specifically, likely, for that, I've shown it at low tide when the pylons are just on the rocks. Now it's almost up to the bridge. It's not raining anywhere near as much as it was. I mean, it was like looking into fog. It was coming down so hard, but now it's just raining. Raining as raining does. You know, fall from the sky and all. So this is my view out the window. That's the dining hall. That's the little area that's not very exciting, but you can go down and look out over things, and that's where the old place that they housed people used to be. And there's other parts of the building, and there's grass, and there's a tree and sky. So yeah, as soon as it gets dry enough, I'm gonna head over to where the bus picks people up, and I'm gonna head into like the library or something, or I could wait and then hopefully it'll stop raining enough I can walk into town. I don't know. We shall see. I was hoping there would be cool stuff to see, but as clear, quote unquote, as the water is, I mean, we've had heavy rains, and rain makes runoff, and runoff makes not clear water. I mean, it's high tide, and the water, as stated, is as clear as can be expected to be after, you know, a lot of rain and high tide. But there's just, I mean, it's neat, but it's not neat enough. But still though, gonna continue my walk, and I hope you take care. And of course, just in the spirit of fun, here's a quick sample, but I'm saving the best for my OnlyFans. I dare say the best pair of old man titties even in Port Orchard. Well, you can tell it's been raining hard with the drainage systems here totally overloaded. This stuff will likely clear soonish, but yeah, it looked like it was foggy outside at one point, and it was just the rain. Well, needless to say. Well, now wait a minute, you think to yourself, what does he mean, needless to say? Needless to say that it's high tide? Needless to say that this is Blackjack Creek? Needless? What does he mean it's needless to say? He didn't specify that it's needful to say. What did he mean? Well, the meaning is, you know, it's just needless to say. Did I mention we're under a wind advisory? So it's going to be really loud with all the wind? And it's high tide? I mentioned that part before, but still. Did I mention the fact that I had bought a board game at the local bookstore? A solo board game, no less, called Die in the Dungeon, where you play as the bad guy trying to kill all the heroes that are invading your home. And it has a roguelike mode, so it costs about the same as the dragon, but I can't remember if I mentioned it. So yeah, I hope to play that for the channel. It comes with a lot of characters, a lot of replayability, so hey. Plus, you know, it's gray and windy, so, you know, driftwood. On my way to the library. Nasty windy weather, and it may well start to rain again. But that sort of thing is what I've talked about with my love and all of like urban decay. That's falling apart. It's terrible. It might even still be in use. But it's absolutely wretched. I love it. Oh my God. It's beautiful in its horrificness. And all kidding aside, for real and for true, this is one thing I'm going to miss about Port Orchard. I won't really miss the old folk home, aside from the fact that I'm being given a place to stay, and I appreciate that a lot. But I have lived in port towns, they've been working port towns, and there's the places to come down to the quote-unquote beach, you know, for water, they're few and far between. So the fact that there is this just within, you know, close walking distance to where I have been housed, I am going to miss this. I mean, it's high tide now, but that's good. And even though it's windy and makes it hard to hear, it is nice, and I am going to miss it. Plus, I hope you can hear this, but you see that sand buildup under there? It is a mound, and it's directly under the stairs, because as the sand comes off your feet, they fall there. And that is a probability curve right there. They tend to fall in the middle and stay there, and it's becoming a mound. How about that?